Hi everyone, it's Sally. I went to an estate sale this weekend. It was an outdoor sale under some canopies. All the paper and book stuffs were under canopies, and then the glass and metal and everything else was just out in the rain. It was a muddy mess. I went with my sister. We almost got lost trying to find the place. Is one of the most unbelievable sales I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot. I'm so glad my sister was with me. We had so much fun going through boxes of books and papers. She's not a journal maker, but she is an artist, and she knows what kinds of things I like. And so we worked together as a team, and she was a great help. And we found so much neat stuff. So I thought I would share some of it with you. I need to move it out to the garage so it can air out. Some of it's kind of musty. But the lady that had the sale said the stuff that was at the sale came from the house of a lady that was a hoarder. And when people mention hoarding, gets a little close to home. I'm not a hoarder, but I do love having my beautiful old vintage stuff. So here's one of the things I found. This was just loose in a box of books, just a beautiful old print. And we were just, looking through boxes of stuff, and when we saw something that we would just throw it, I had a box that I was putting stuff in. So I love old photos. Look at these, aren't they adorable? I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm not sure if this photo is supposed to go with this frame, but I think the frame would be really cool to use on the cover of a journal. Okay, there were cards, of course. This interesting envelope came from somewhere overseas, just had a bunch of neat stamps on it. Argentina. Came from Argentina, so I don't know what was in it. It's empty. Lots of postcards. I showed a few of the postcards when I was doing my last video. It was kind of a haul video. Because there were a bunch of Christmas postcards that I'm going to use in my Christmas journals. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? That is a postcard. Look at that. Interesting. So if the pictures I really like, I will probably scan. It's pretty. And the postcards were amazing. Like I said, I pulled out all the Christmas ones already. This is actually that's a local place, which I'm going to set that one out. That's where my sister lives, and I want her to see that. And it's got glitter on it. I just love these old postcards. I actually should, well, it says Happy New Year, but I'm going to keep it I won't put it with the Christmas cards. So that must be World War II era, I'm guessing. This is interesting, the Oregon Trail. I live in Oregon, by the way. Isn't that pretty? Look at it, it's got gold on it. Look at this turkey. It's a patriotic turkey. He's got a little, is that maybe a sailor hat on? I don't know. It's interesting. Oregon Trail again. Isn't that pretty? Look at those birds. I felt like we were looking at raw junk. And what I mean is, it was stuff that came directly from this lady's house who had been collecting for a long time. It hadn't gone through the hands of an antique store or a thrift shop or some other kind of dealer. It's like we were getting first shot going through boxes of stuff. And the sale is going to be going on all week. It's a big sale. And so we are going to go back. That lady that's running it said she has a huge scrapbook that she had set aside for herself, but when she saw that I was interested in that kind of stuff, she said I could have it if I want it. So definitely I want to look at that. A bunch of old bills here, some old mail, always kind of interesting to look at. More black and white pictures, and some of them are very interesting. And, you know, like I love pictures like this that are, the quality is good. This one is kind of faded, but it's like of one of the giant redwoods. Look at this, like some little pioneer family. And yeah, I love ones with cars and, these some nice pictures that I will probably scan because that's kind of nice. That's a nice picture too. That's a neat one. Look at this one, it has a little colorizing. Yeah, there's some negatives in there. And a contact sheet, which I think is kind of, I like the look of the contact sheet. I think I would use that for something. And kind of a key here. Okay, so that's that loose kind of stuff. Then there was a whole box of these piano rolls. I tried to pick one that had a pretty decent, you know, was in pretty decent shape. So I don't know what's, this is The Sunshine of Your Smile. Okay, so then oh yeah, one of the first things I saw was the fabric. And this is actually a tablecloth. It's probably about the size that would fit on a card table. So it's got some nice, really interesting weave fabric. I've washed it. It was sitting out in the rain, and as all the fabric stuff was out in the rain, there were some quilts, and I thought about taking one, but you know what? I did not want to lug around a wet quilt all day. I mean, all during the couple hours we spent there looking, so I did not take one. I might go back and get one, though. I took this little dress because it has, the fabric is Wizard of Oz, so I really, I like the fabric, so that's why I took this one. And there's the lion. Isn't that cute? It's a handmade dress. Looks kind of 60s or 70s. A handkerchief. This one, I just think, there were lots of pieces of cloth. I only took ones that I thought were really interesting. And I loved this one with the birds. It has a bird on this side and one on this side. And they're not quite exactly the same. But interesting embroidery, has some stains on it. It is clean, I washed it. And then this tablecloth, which I liked because of the print of the Morning Glories. I think I used to have something with this print on it, and this kind of reminded me of it. So yeah, I will use the fabric in journals. Okay, so then next is the books, and I mean, I got a lot of them. Mainly, this was my main thing. I was looking. I'm always looking for books, and so this one, the cover's okay, but I really think I got this one because, yeah, I liked what was inside. It's the machinery of the body, so it's kind of a medical book. It had some I thought, kind of interesting pictures. I don't know. Maybe I'm wondering now why I picked it. Anyway, kind of the machinery of the body, kind of an interesting cover. This one, the fairy tale book, definitely was excited when I saw this one. It has a book jacket, and it's kind of dirty. These, like I said, these are going to go out into the garage for a little while to air out. But this one had some beautiful illustrations in it. Now let's see if I can find them. Okay, yeah. So the color illustrations was what I was interested in, and they're kind of unusual. I mean, they're fairy tales, but the pictures just let me get this stuff out of the way. It's hard to look at this stuff. It's all over there. Okay. Oh, oops, sorry. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah. So just kind of some interesting illustrations. Look at that. And that's pretty. The Sleeping Princess. So, yep. I thought it was kind of a neat one. So I'm gonna. The books were, everything was pretty cheap. Even if I just take the illustrations out of this one, if that's all I do with it, it still was a good deal. This one is an art book, Art and Civilization. Like the cover. I think that's a Picasso, I'm guessing. And so it's got a lot of artwork in it. Looks like it's all black and white. But yeah, I like this. I like it. It's got just it's not just paintings, it's sculptures. It's sculpture too. Oh, there's some nice color prints here in the front. I didn't see these. I love that. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And I actually like the cover. I think I might use it too. Like the cover of this one. This is... Oh, I must have 4 copies of this book. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. This is a really pretty copy of it, though. Look at that paper. And, of course, it does have illustrations. At least the copies I have do. Yeah. Oh, and these are color, too, which is nice. Yeah, look at that. Uh-huh. Oh, it's really pretty. I have so many copies of this book, I should probably read it. I've read little bits of it, but never really sat down and read the whole thing. So that's a beautiful book. The New Erector. So basically it's things you can build with an erector set. And there's the colored pages, and then the rest are black and white, but really nice, interesting pages. I just think those are just so cool looking. I love them. So, yeah, definitely love all the diagrams in here. And this one, so, it's just another plant book, but this one actually, I liked the illustrations. They were good. They were the kind I like to fussy cut. Not those, but the colored ones. Yeah, so, yeah, nice illustrations. Some are big, some are small. And not just flowers, a little bit of everything. Yeah, there's a really, really nice illustrations in this one. That's houseplants. Well, because I've been working on Christmas journals, I did want to get some more Christmas music, so that's what this is. And here we have, so the Russian Ballet, and this has I can tell from the illustration, it's pretty old. It is written in English. But, so some really nice shots of the ballet and nice drawings too. Cool pictures, huh? Even the ads I like. Okay, so that's got a great cover. I love it. This one is Hammond's Nature Atlas of America. So, look at this inside cover. Neat, all the pictures. And this one, I thought the illustrations were kind of interesting. Like the insects here, you know, just seeing it on the edge of your soup bowl or on somebody's ear. But yeah, the paper is matte, so it's nice quality. It's great for doing fussy cut, or even, you know, cutting these out and using them as journaling cards. Just some neat animal pictures. Fish, mammals, birds, and even some flowers. Wildflowers. Just some great, really nice illustrations. Yeah, even rocks. So, and some neat maps too. So that'll be just taken apart and used for the pictures. This didn't actually come from this sale. My sister found this. It's already nicely stained. So, you know, I like that. I might do a light tea stain, but I kind of like the way it already is discolored. And this one is big. I'm going to have to pull up for this. Oh, maybe you could see it, kind of. It's a huge book, Degas, so it's got the dancers in it. It's interesting how this cover is, like a big giant poster. And pictures are big, full page. Picture on one side, blank on the back, which makes them very nice for using in journals. So I have a Degas book already, but not a big one like that. Mine is small. Okay, so then just lots and lots of books, and I was really kind of looking for, ones with good covers on them for junk journals. So just for the cover, this one is blank. Look at the graph paper. Isn't that interesting? So it's got this interesting paper and I can take this apart. It's in signatures. And then in the back, it's got diagrams, charts, and stuff. So kind of like what a surveyor might use. Tables, information. So nice paper. I love the color of it. Just a little bit, you know, tinted, yellowed at the edges. Good quality, smooth paper. Love it. So this one I got for the cover. Isn't that cute? But it actually has illustrations in colors. So it's not just the cover, it's got some really old drawings in it. This looks like probably 1900, I'm guessing. I don't see any color. Oh, there it is. One colored picture. Yeah, this is, I don't know, there's no date on this, but this is very, very old. Very old. Neat cover. And I like this one. It's called The Barrier. Yeah, nothing really inside that I can use, but a neat cover. And it's in good condition. I like this cover here. I think it's German. Yeah. So cool German pages that are very yellowed. Be great in collage. And Here's this one, and the cover's coming apart on this one. Elements of Zoology. That's really a neat one. And it's got some neat pictures in it. Is that 1912? 1900. So really old botanical and, animal drawings and charts. Very cool. I like it. Love the drawings. And here we have Seeing Truth. I was just kind of thought the cover was really interesting on this one. Seeing Truth, Object Lessons with Magical and Mechanical Effects. And is it a book of magic? I don't know. Is this a picture? Yeah. So I think that's a church. Kind of interesting. Not too sure about the subject. It has a little bit of magic in it, though. It's kind of an interesting book. I really haven't looked at these that much, so I just kind of, if I saw something that looked vaguely interesting, it got thrown in the box that I was collecting them in. And this one looked interesting. So, yeah, I think there's some good stuff in there. Okay, so there's another stack. This little thing here that looks like a tiny book. And it's actually just a blank notebook. Isn't that cute? World Book Encyclopedia. A little photo album. So most of the photos have been taken out. But, well, no, not all of them. There's still some left. So just have to figure out how to get them out of the book. It's, that's cool. Kind of a process. If you work your way, pulling the black paper away from the photo is the best way that I've discovered to not tear up your picture. The book is going to be a loss, but the pictures is what I want to do. So I want to try to get them out without damaging them. Okay, so that's nice. And I actually like the cover. I mean, it's nice, a nice size. I don't know, I might do a journal in that. Another old book. I don't know if this cover's worth saving. It's pretty beat up. I think it's a kind of a oh yeah, it's a book about birds. It's called Wings, so. It's got some beautiful illustrations of birds in it. And I would say this is probably 1900s or older. Yeah, 1885. So maybe I can salvage the cover. It's actually not too bad. We'll see. And I like the cover of this one. It's going to need a little help here, but I think I can restore it. And the inside pages are going to be nice for collage. Look at the color. The Count of Monte Cristo. Ragged Dick. Horatio Algier Jr. Really nice cover, and definitely that's why I got this one. I looked at it, I just went, yeah, I want it. And interesting pages. Street Life in New York with the Bootblacks. Okay. An English book. Book 1. I always like the older, or the early ones, you know, for the little kids, right? 1920 is the date written on there. So it's got some pretty pictures in it. A couple of colored pictures. So I don't really need another book like that, but I got it now. Okay, a few more. I'm saving the best for last, so don't give up. I have a scrapbook from someone's trip to Italy and Paris. This is leather, and it's got this snap closure. I think I could actually reuse this. I think it's pretty interesting. So it opens up. It is Driver's Daily Logbook. And here we have, so here is the logbook. It's kind of like in this sort of clamped in here. Yeah, in this metal clamp thing, which probably does open. So here's all these pages on the logbook. I think I could definitely use these in journals. And then here's this must be just an extra one. Yeah, that's what it is. It was 99 cents. And then here we have a little ruler. And is there anything else in there? Nope. So it's kind of neat. It's leather, and it's got this neat case here with these pockets in it. I don't know. I think I might try to put a journal in here. I don't know why this metal piece is here. Maybe it's just for stability. But when I saw it, I tossed it in the box. I just thought that's kind of interesting. And is that a snap? Yeah, so this unsnaps. And then it snaps here. And then here. Oh. Okay, so there's that. And an old music book, pretty cover. It's kind of a big cover, which I like. It's got some nice music in it. I like those old-fashioned songs. And love the cover. And this cover, look at this. Little Lord Fauntleroy. Isn't that pretty? It's got some gilt on it. Definitely, it's worn, but can be. This is it's in good enough shape. I think I can salvage it. And of course, the story inside. Nice pages. Pretty book. It was a pretty book. I love the colors of it. And then a couple more of these here. This one is Boys and Girls Bookshelf, Games and Handicrafts. So I did like some of the illustrations in this one. Yeah, it's got a lot of neat pictures in it. A little bit of everything. I think these would be great journal pages. And there are a few color illustrations. That's really pretty. Wow, I love that. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, yeah, the color wheel, and then look at that. Oh. Yeah, this one, definitely a great one. It's got some recipes. It's just a little bit of everything. Fun stuff. This is actually going to be fun to look through. The Street Clown. The Old Swimming Hole. Wow. All the detail on there. That's very cool. So neat book. Okay. here. Oh wait, one more, and then I'll show you the big giant scrapbook. Book Trails to Enchanted Lands. Pretty cover. I like that a lot. Love that inside cover. Look at those fairies. Oh yeah, there's a witch. Oh my gosh. Oh, this has amazing pictures in it. I love them. Look at that one. Definitely. You know, I should probably look some of these up on eBay and see what they're selling for. I think this one, I bet, is selling for a lot. Look at those colored pictures. Wow. Yeah, so pretty. Look at that little fairy there. I've got to do another, I did a fairy journal one time and it was so much fun to make. I should do another one of those. This just has beautiful pictures. Really, really pretty book. Okay, so anyway, that's the last of the books. Now this is what I wanted to really share, this giant scrapbook. And my sister found a scrapbook too. Hers was in pretty bad shape. She ended up saving a few things out of it, but had to throw a lot away. Let me get these other books out of the way. Okay. So France and Italy, 1956. And what's kind of cool about this one is the journal or the scrapbook, the person whose scrapbook it was actually wrote notes and journaled on some of the pages. So we have your Bon Voyage cards. And I'm not going to worry about these pages. They're just coming loose. So I'm just going to go ahead and take them out. But look at those cards. And then here we have a ticket. I'm going to bring it back down a little, baby. Radio City Music Hall. So they went to a play, The Great Sebastians. What a trip, huh? The Promenade Cafe. Here's the menu with all the prices in it. Neat. Oh, and here's these playbills. They're actually, it's a whole little book with ads and stuff in it. Here's How, a little travel guide on travel tips, packing, wine selection, currency tables, stamp. Lots of useful information. And so we have a sightseeing cruise of Manhattan Island that they must have gone on. And a cruise ship. Maybe that is how they traveled. So here we have some programs from the cruise ship. So things that, you know, the activities like musical things, bingo, dancing, a movie, all things that they did on the cruise ship. And they had, so each day they got a program. And this is list of passengers. All of the passengers there. It was the Queen Elizabeth that they went on. There's all the officers and the passengers. And you see how she wrote her little notes. And then this kind of interesting fan here is part of it. That's actually one of the most interesting scrapbooks I've seen. And I've seen quite a few. So here's the Europe map. And I am just going to go ahead and pull these pages out. There's looks like the red line shows where the places they went. And here we have, I'm just going to go ahead and cut these strings that are holding this together. Because I do not plan on keeping it as a scrapbook. I'm going to be taking it apart. Okay, so we have here Christian Science Tour of Europe 1956. So all kinds of information about the tour. Paris. So this is a whole book about Paris. All full of interesting pictures of things to see on their trip to Paris. Pretty cool. And there's the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so there's the Paris, and then her notes about it. And a newspaper clipping about the trip. Paris. And a map. I think this is isn't that England there? And France. Yep. It folds out bigger too. I'm just going to leave it that size. And here's another map that they used. This looks like the one that they carried around with them, and they did made a lot of marks on it of things that they did and places they went to. Look at this little book here. Isn't that pretty? And it's got a map inside of Paris. And some postcards. More postcards. Lots of notes. Wow. Pages of those. Invitation to the fashion show. So they went to a fashion show. These look like those labels that people put on their luggage. And she put them in her scrapbook. And it's all in French. The hotel they stayed at. Nice. Hotel Europe. More luggage, stickers, and postcards. So some of this stuff has been taken out. It wasn't done by me. I don't know who took it out. Some of the photos. So here's another map. I think this is Rome, maybe. Yeah, I looked at this a little bit, and it looked like it was in Italian. Yeah, Italy. Hotel Astoria. This must have been it was in Florence, Italy. Little shops on the bridge. I bought a little silver charm here. They closed between 1 and 3 o'clock during the heat of the day, but we kept on sightseeing. What a trip. So some more of these little luggage. Oh, this is a wrapper from a chocolate bar. And here's a little brochure from the hotel. I don't know what that is. I think that some part of it's missing. Prima, Rome's largest department store. I might have to read these notes. They kind of look like they might be interesting. Capri. Yeah, the photos have been taken out, so apparently maybe a family member kept the photos and decided to get rid of the book. Who knows? I love these luggage labels. Different hotels. I will have to figure out how to get these out. Venice. Look at the gondolas. Oh, that's pretty. Neat book. Italy. Pan American World Airways. A brochure of Italy. Capri. A bunch more of these little luggage tag things. And that's it. Okay, so anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this is a sale that's going to be going on for, I think, a week, the lady said. She had a lot of stuff to sell. So my sister and I might go back. I don't know if I can wait till Saturday to go back when my sister comes. I might just have to make a little trip sooner than that. But if I find anything cool, I'll show you.